As they say, Happy New Year. This is Brother Eric with the Justice Coalition doing a impromptu, immediate session. And we put a call out to everybody in the Justice Coalition group to, join us for a year in review. What have we done and what are we going to do at the Justice Coalition? So we got Brother Eric there. How you doing, brother? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
You got me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got you too. All right. So we're just going to take a quick little 30-minute break from our busy lives to talk about what's going on in the Justice Coalition. Basically what we've been doing is dismantling stuff. We've been taking things apart. We've been disrupting and disruptive, but we've been disruptive and dismantling business unionism. And we are not anti-union. We are anti-business union and pro-union democracy. And the old way of doing things just doesn't work anymore. And that's what we're about. We're about putting the members in charge of the union. So we're encouraging all the members to get out to the union meetings if you're off. Every meeting, we want to overwhelm the sellouts in their agenda democratically and go with our own agenda and take control of the meetings. The next membership meeting is January 4th at 10 a.m. for Local 241. For Local 308 is January 11th at 6:30 p.m. We really need people to come out. So a couple little things that happen is we're gonna jump way back to the beginning here. And Eric, if you wanted to say anything, just jump in.
Okay.
Back in November, the CTA got some more money. And they got them to shift some funding from Metro to the CTA. So if they can get more money for infrastructure, what about a contract for the people who work for them? What about the money for the people, right? These are things that came up this year. On November 9th, we published all the 241 newsletters. So we have a link at the at our Scribd site. Everything you need to know. With everything that goes out from the union office at 241 and 308, we've been putting it on this archive. And you can access that archive through our website, chicagotransitworker.com. We have November 8th, Brother Keith Hill got in a little bit of trouble, didn't he? And we let people know, hey, this is what happened. It's all public. And some people got upset about that. But that's all right, because we all make mistakes. But here's the thing. When the man starts threatening members because they put it out there, what does that say about the leadership? Go ahead, Eric.
I just wanted to add, when you have those old newsletters archived, I want to go dig up a few of the older, finally got the news from, I think 2015, 2016. I got those on my old laptop. I can get in that. I got a few of them printed out so we could maybe download them and scan them and stuff like that and have those available. And then also I got a stack of copies proving that Chief Thief Keith Hill colluded with Rahm to purchase that property at 83rd and Kerfoot. And a lot of these documents have actually disappeared from City Hall. So I got to dig through my stuff and find that. But that's, we should compile sort of a list of offenses, you know what I'm saying? And we got documentation for most of them.
And we may have some of that because you gave me a lot for us to post. Let's take a look and see if this is what you're talking about. So at chicagotransitworker.com, reform the union, we finally got the news. And here we have finally got the news, all the editions, and then we have an original finally got the news archive.
Oh, okay.
And then here you go.
Oh yeah, I think I did get you that stuff.
Yeah.
I gotta go dig through and see if there's anything that's missing.
Yeah.
And I gotta get you that paperwork about Morgan Elementary. And I also have your stuff from the interview that I need to get back to you.
Great. Yeah, and then we have the it might be right here with the building, but Morgan Elementary. This is what you gave us. Can you see that? No. Let me change screens here. Morgan, here it is. Take a look. Does that look familiar?
Yeah, there's also a bunch of documents.
Okay. And then we have city clerk.
Yeah, that's one of them. Is there a bunch of them?
And I just have those three.
Oh, I got more than that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
let's get it up there. That'd be great.
Sure. Yeah.
That'd be great.
Okay, cool. All right.
So let's jump. I'm gonna go right back to where I was with those links. And okay, there we go. Nope, that's the wrong page. Sorry. Close this. Yeah, I need to switch window. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, second, just one little switch here. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we got so many things that we have to get to, and it's just like an onion peel, and you just pull away from it, you get more and more. So yeah, brother Keith got a little upset, you know, that we posted this, but we just had to say, you know, you just need to resign because you can't handle it. You know, you can't handle criticism. You can't handle people posting, quote unquote, your business, even if it's public. You know, you piss enough people off, they're going to find stuff and they're going to want to put it out, you know, and you just want to punish them. That's silly. You know, that's not a leader. That's a juvenile. And in November too, a nice vindication happened too. Justice Coalition and other members have been demanding that the union leadership stop just unilaterally canceling our membership meetings. So International President John Costa published a letter and he told them, look, y'all got to stop doing that. You got to have the meetings, you know, and that was a victory. That was a sweet victory. And that upset the union leadership, misleadership, because they prefer that we not go to the meetings. If you want to see a union officer really happy, cancel a meeting. With lack of quorum, that's a happy group of people. Whenever that happens, they're moping and angry and sour when the members show up. But then when they get to cancel the meeting, they're like, oh yeah, okay, see y'all next month. Early in November, we had to remind people that elections aren't going to save us. Officer elections aren't going to save us. It's you, the members, is going to make the union strong. Back back a little while ago, before that, we had President Hill here. Lovely individual called the cops on myself and Sister Cheryl Sistrunk, and to get us kicked out. But according to 2112, section 2112 in the ATU Constitution, you can visit any local union. But he didn't want us there. He didn't want us in the meeting. So that was hilarious. So we made sure we let everybody know what their rights are. We also obtained, one of our organizers obtained an official report from the CTA regarding the COVID-19 deaths and infections. And we released that, a redacted version. you know. And I'm going to try to zoom in here. It's not really letting me zoom in, but if you can see it, it says the number of CTA employees that reported positive tests is 1,700, and those that died is at 15, and that was as of March to present, but we don't have the present date on there, unfortunately, for that letter. And but you know, you're talking around October, so we've been taking losses since then. And you know, Brother Keith Hill, he's got these videos. He likes to do these little live stream videos on a Facebook group where he only lets certain 241 members in, not all of them. And he boasted about the gratitude that we need to have for the lavish lifestyle that he provided for us. We made sure everybody knew about this kind of arrogance. Local 308, we hear the same thing. Be grateful you have a job. But they never tell the mayor and the CTA upper management, you should be grateful that you have employees that haven't like made organized strikes and shut everything down. We have in October, the local 308 started getting on board. They're like, oh, we better organize some protests. So they put a contract action team together to protest in front of CTA headquarters on November 1st. So interestingly, this one, they got permission from the CTA to be able to take people off work to attend. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? That you can get released from work to go protest against your employer. All right, go ahead, Eric.
I was just going to say that I found an old, I think it was a Sun Times article about the 1979 strike. Do you know that only lasted, I think it was like 2.5 or 3 days? Wow. It immediately got an injunction. So if you are acting against 567 in a concerted way, the courts, the cops, the mayor, and everybody is all going to jump on you at exactly the same time. So, but they got most of what they wanted in the strike, and they only had to be out for 3 days. So you lose 3 days worth of wages versus, what you're going to be gaining in the long term. You know what I mean? These transit strikes, they never last for more than a day or two, and they usually get everything that they need. I think it was 2005 in New York City. Local 100 of TWU struck, and they did it very strategically. They were very smart under the leadership of Roger Toussaint. They came up and they struck exactly right before the holiday. You know what I mean? And so, dude, New York City was desperate. You know what I mean? And they had tried to work to get public opinion on their side too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that was 2000. Yeah.
Toussaint. I'm pretty sure it was 2005. I might be wrong though. But anyway, so they were only out for 2 days.
Yeah. Right. Okay, that would have been the 2005 then, because then they had a longer one in 2000. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but they were only out for 2 days, and then Roger Toussaint got once again they got an injunction, and then Roger Toussaint is like, well, if you don't like us doing this, you could just put me in jail because we're not going to stop. You know what I mean? That was like on the first day. So he got found, I think, in contempt or whatever, and he had to do, I think, 30 days in jail, but they let him serve it on weekends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, there's like, if we shut down the city, there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. They can throw all the pieces of paper that they wanted us. But the fact is the buses aren't moving and the trains aren't moving. So that paper's not going to stop that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And these are facts about strikes they don't want us to know.
And they work very hard to put fear into the members, the elected leadership, and to argue against them and make fun of them even, and Hill does that. He called the 241 members a bunch of mofos that don't know what they're doing because he's working on some laws. Mofos. So nice. Let's see, in October, we you know, the before that letter came out from Costa, the 308, we went and protested at the 308 office, you know, because Dixon just unilaterally canceled it because of COVID. And then he was out that weekend golfing. He was golfing with some charity with the ATU, some golf charity. I tell you, it works. Pressure works. Here we got, let's see if this plays. And see, this was an example again of what we've been doing in the Justice Coalition, trying to help coworkers speak up. And this sister Angel at Fullerton Station, it's a red, purple, brown line station. And she's like, I want to protest, but this is the only day I have, blah, blah, blah. I say, all right, let's do it. Make some signs and let's go. And that's what we did. You know, and this sister, she just did it. Anybody could do this. As soon as you get off the clock, you on public, private property, you can protest. You know, and there she is, she's protesting, and we back her up. And that's what we do with all our coworkers. We back them up. Like we should back each other up, right?
Right.
Then we did in October, we also did a little mock membership meeting, and a mock 241 membership meeting, because there he is, Keith Hill. Keith Hill went and canceled the membership meeting again, right? And again, this kind of pressure comes in. And then it causes the leadership to John Costa to write that letter to say, hey man, stop canceling your meetings. Because here we are.
Membership meeting unofficial is now in order.
So here we are mocking, we're at the 241 office, mocking, having a mock membership meeting, because while Keith Hill canceled the membership meeting, he went and held a rap session at 103rd Garage. So it's like, okay, so you got to cancel the meeting because of COVID, but you go ahead and have a meeting at a garage, you know, and the managers are right there and everything. And it's shut up, be happy, you know.
Well, my name is Brother Eric.
Well, what's up?
I'll be chairing this meeting for today.
So, you know, we just go on and we just mocked it. It was just hilarious. So you can have fun. You can mock people, mock the leadership. And the leadership's got to accept it, because that's democracy. And if any of us ever is in leadership, I guess I am sort of as a steward. People make fun of me all the time. They curse me out on the phone. You know, you don't do this and you don't do that. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I mean, what can you do about it? Hey, there's our brother Miguel. What's up, brother? Oh, shoot, you're on. Let me unmute you. What's up, brother?
What's going on?
There's Miguel from Kedzie.
Yeah.
Kedzie's where it's at. Kedzie Garage.
Garage, yes, sir.
Hey, we're just going over our victories here at the Justice Coalition. So glad to have you and Eric with us.
What's going on?
And then in October, we had Sister Cheryl, the CSA extraordinaire, one of the great, bold, brave people who've been working for 8 years, part-time, just ripping things up, you know. She's unafraid, unapologetic. And there she is, just, let's see if I can.
You little slave, you calling me stupid, right? You the head slave in Django, right? And y'all laid up and you talking smack because you done got caught with your panties on. You done got caught.
Babe, throw my hat over behind you.
You and Calvin Candy, right? This you and Calvin.
So this our sister. She ripping all the union bootlickers and sellouts. I mean, she's unapologetic all the time. Let me mute you, brother. Now we got, here we go. We were at Chicago Garage, just making noise for our brother Eric Struck. There he is. He's on the call with us. We were, yeah, so the stream isn't working too good for me, but here we are. We're at Sharp because they were firing our brother, Eric Struck, who's on the call. So they got their way. Keith Hill got his way, you know, but we're like, screw that. We're going to go out and support our brother. And we support all the co-workers that have been unjustly fired. That's what we got to do. Go ahead, Eric.
Bro, I really, really appreciate you guys doing that. You know, that was noticed by a bunch of sisters and brothers that I work with at that garage. You know, word actually traveled around at Chicago Garage about that, and I'm so glad that you all have my back, and that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? This is just, it's like that old union slogan, man. Injury to one is an injury to all. You know what I mean? So that's actually, this video is actually showing that and playing that out in real life. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate it.
And we got to do that for each other. Anybody watching this recording, you know, it's like, man, if someone's being screwed over at work, organize a protest 10 minutes before you go on or 10 minutes after you get off and hold some signs, you know, so-and-so manager such and such is hurting the members, hurting the workers. You know, you catch a lot of hell there, Brother Miguel at Kedzie, man. You know, organize some protests, brother. You know, we got to do that. We got to speak up. You know, it's no accident, brother, that the election was skewed to make sure that you didn't become a union steward at Kedzie. And you were like by 1%, like it was some crazy stuff, man. They were giving out donuts and crap. And here we go with the flagmen on the rails. You know, they were being told that they had no rights regarding the pick, and actually they do have rights in the contract. So we worked with some flagmen to help them make a flyer to put inside the terminals. You know, that's what we've been doing at the Justice Coalition, helping people help themselves. We don't do work for people. People don't call us and we help them and save the day. We teach them and help them to help themselves, and then we back them up. We try to bring people together to back them. We had the vaccine mandate, all kinds of confusion and whatnot. So Local 308 put out some forms, and again, we put them up on our document website to help people understand what's going on. And of course, they mandated it, and they're firing people because of it. You know, it's terrible that they're threatening people with their jobs about this mandate. That's wrong. And right before the pandemic hit, they were writing people up for wearing masks, and now they're gonna fire people, you know, who didn't get the vaccine for whatever reason. Yeah, you're not gonna make people take a vaccine if they don't want to take it. But you know, at the same time, you know, as a union, we got to stand up. You know, we just got to stand up for each other. No firing people about the vaccine. Fine, you're gonna have a mandate, you're gonna whatever, but let the members decide it. The members have a right to say, and that's what we were pushing, and that's what we were demanding. And Eric Dixon and Keith Hill spat in our faces. Why didn't you ask the members? We asked Eric Dixon. He said, I'm not gonna answer that question. With arrogance. At the Justice.
Listen, brother, I gotta dip right now. I got a couple things I gotta take care of, but I will check in with you later for sure, though.
All right. Thanks a lot, brother. And then we have the Justice Coalition. We're writing our own contract. It's a member contract. It's totally open. ChicagoTransitWorker.com. We added a whole new section about pandemic leave, sick leave, mandates, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of things to protect the worker. Okay, so we're not accepting what the lawyers give us. We are making our own contract, a workers' contract. That's what we do at the Justice Coalition. Man, they say all we do is complain. Yeah, we complain, but we also bring up solutions that members come up with. Here we go again at Chicago Avenue Garage. Speaking up. This time we're speaking up about workers being assaulted. Okay, workers being assaulted. Speaking up, organizing. Got people with their families and everything, volunteering on their own time. Another thing in the workers' contract is successorship. What are we going to do if the CTA is bought out, privatized? What's going to happen to our contract? This ensures that our contract is protected. This is important to have these kinds of things. What about our wages? What are our raises determined by? Our raises should be determined by the federally designated cost of living rates, the CPI-I. Okay, that's what it should be. It shouldn't be just, here's 2% or whatever, because that's what they budget for everybody. But then when we have a cost of living go up, and then we have all these deductions, it's like we didn't get a raise. We got a negative raise. Subcontracting. We organized protests and put out demands and tried to hold the leadership accountable and encourage members to speak up about subcontracting. Okay, we need to change that in the contract. That's what we're doing in the workers' contract. You got to make sure that if people are being displaced, nah, man, you're going to bring some contractors in there. Guess what? They got to join the union. And they can only work for so long before they have to be one of us, and they got to be hired on. Can't just have contractors all year long on the platforms cleaning buses and trains. What about this probationary period? 5 months probationary period. That's some crap, man. 5 months, 30 days. 30 days probation, then you're on. Make it simple. And that way people aren't paying union dues for 5 months and then they can't get any help because a manager decides to accelerate discipline and fire them. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We condemned that protest, and Sister Cheryl showed up there. While Sister Cheryl showed up there, a lot of workers organized the sick out too. So there's a lot of stuff happening on this day. A lot of stuff happening. Local 308, Local 241. We're always reminding the members, the elections should not be the goal. Organizing should be the goal. You're the solution, not the people you elect. At Local 308, they were having a contract action team meeting. So we went there with our signs and held them up so all the members could see what it's like to speak up. And the officers didn't call the cops on us. That was nice. I know if it was Keith Hill, he would have called the cops. I know they wanted to call the cops. And then we condemned the $10,000 barbecue. $10,000 barbecue for Local 308. Encouraging members to wear a bandage to show support with coworkers who've been injured on the job, assaulted on the job. And leadership made fun of it and they made t-shirts. They spent our money to make t-shirts that say safety is not a bandage. And that's something. They were so upset about what a bunch of volunteers were doing that they wasted our money to make a t-shirt about it. We did a flash protest. We did a number of flash protests in the summer, just speaking up, helping, showing workers that we can speak up for ourselves. Not that we're speaking up for them, which we are, but we're trying to show workers you can speak up. And that's all we do. We're just trying to show workers what you can do when you speak up. There's our great Sister Cheryl with her radio show, having some of the coalition organizers, myself, Andre Thompson, Catherine Strelecki. And we also organize, not only do we have regular online meetings, but we organize in-person meetings. And here's one of our in-person meetings. You as a member can organize with your coworkers and meet and discuss issues without interference from union officers or management. That's your right. It's a law. It's called the Landrum-Griffin Act of 1959. But the union leadership won't tell you that, but we tell you. We need equal pay for equal work. That's what we're always saying, y'all. Full-time jobs for all. You know, these second chancers, these part-time operators, no, these flagmen, these CSAs, no, they can't be that way more than 6 months. It has to be that way in the contract. Know your rights. On our website, chicagotransitworker.com, teaching about the rights. We're always updating that site. In fact, if you go to this site, we have Know Your Rights. I'll just jump there real quick. We got the COVID-19 fact sheets. We got the official contract. We got the bylaws for the locals. We got contacts for the locals, retiree healthcare trust information, the code of punishment, the corrective action guidelines, the sick book procedure, your right to organize, Illinois labor law, the Constitution, your rights to protest, your Bill of Rights, cameras, training pay, important documents, everything. We've been doing this stuff for you all, with you all, to help you all take control of the union. And right here for union, let's see. We have one thing I want to show y'all real quick. Another thing we've been doing is know the contract. We have unofficial steward training. So any of us can be like a steward to help each other. You got to know the contract. How do you know the contract? Test yourself. We have a whole quiz. And when you click on it, you go through and you answer the questions, and it gives you a score at the end. Again, you have to complain if you're going to fix anything, but then work together with your coworkers for solutions. What about this hazard pay? We're explaining how the hazard pay, we're not going to accept hazard pay being a bribe to accept an inferior contract. The members must take control of the union. And in the contract, we need pandemic scheduling. If there's a pandemic scheduling plan, we need hazard pay in the contract. We need it stated in the contract too. They don't just give us some money and say, here, vote for the contract. No, it's got to be in there. If we had strong leadership, they would organize us to do what? To strike, to take action. And there's SEIU out there on strike. And so we went out there to show some support. You know, but it's not good that we just support others who strike. We need to actually have actions and make actions and invite them to support us. We have, again, the documents, tons of documents. We try to upload everything so that you can have everything you need to know, the ATU proposals, the CTA proposals, everything regarding the contract. It's right there at chicagotransitworker.com. And you have, there you go, view the official CTA ATU contract proposals. There's everything. And they still ain't telling us anything. There haven't been anything new for months. I think we did that. We did that. What about this CPAP machine, right? People having to pay out of pocket for the CPAP to get their sleep apnea checked. Why? No, that needs to be in the contract. I like that shirt, Miguel. F all of them politicians, but that's really funny. Why the CTA has to pay for that? If they're requiring you to do it, the CTA has to pay for it. There should be no need to do a grievance. It should be in the contract. One thing in the contract that we need to have is the word respect. The employer has to treat its employees with respect. Everybody, respect. And they say, oh, what does that mean? What? Doesn't matter. It's got to be in there. It's got to be in there. And some unions have gone to strike over just having that word in their contract. Here's some of our part-timers speaking up, protesting at Howard Terminal.
Throughout my 8-year stages, morals at an all-time low, but everyday schedule. Here, there, rain, sleet, hail, or snow. While workplace law stares us in the face, we try exceptionally hard to get our customers from place to place.
So, you know, and that was, she was reading a poem from her heart about the working conditions as a part-timer. Here, they're the CSAs, the customer assistants, are the heart of the system because they're the face of the system. And the people that come and ride, they're given directions. They're taught how to handle and make their way through the system. Without them, maybe they'd end up lost. So the CSAs deserve full-time jobs. Here we go again, the contract update meetings. The 308 was coming up with them because why? Because members, we were pressuring members, we were encouraging members to pressure the leadership. And this is what we got. And we had the PPP loan. There they go, the PPP loans. So some brave members exposed that the leadership of 308 was getting a PPP loan in the name of the union. And we exposed that. They were very upset. The union leadership wanted to keep it a secret. So they had to be accountable. They had to speak up for it. Local 241, we have Brother Keith Hill. He's always threatening members and attacking members and getting them in trouble. And helping them get in trouble with police and managers. So we got a list of names, all the types of things: lawsuits, withholding grievances, suspensions, terminations, violations, mockery of sexual identity. And it's here we listed some of his victims. There's lots of victims. There you are, Miguel, right there. And a lot of us are, all of these people here, they're in the Justice Coalition, fighting back, helping out. All right, almost done. I was able to speak at a May Day celebration, and that is what's happening is other people, other organizations are hearing about the Justice Coalition. They're like, hey, come and share what you experienced with us. That's what can happen. Any one of you can do this kind of thing. It's not me, like I'm special. All right, this is just showing you an example of what any of you can do. Whenever whenever coworkers are attacked, we try to share it. We need to speak up and fight back and speak up. We have to use collective action in order to get the attention we need and then encourage the members to speak up and stand up. Here we talk about how the leadership keeps the members out of the contract negotiations. And look at that, the man who used to be the president of the whole Amalgamated Transit Union wrote this stuff, you know, and we put that in there as about the contract and made we made a petition that President Dixon and President Hill need to include the members in contract negotiations. Of course, they ignore it, but we still keep the pressure on. Another thing, canceling our meetings, but they got the retiree healthcare trust to 1%. That was nice, but what about 0%? Did you ask the members? No, we didn't ask the members. Their response was, you should be happy that we got you 1%. It's like, no, we're not happy. We want what we want. You should have asked us what we want. You didn't do that. Not good, not good. And that's what Larry Hanley was saying. Demand to know what's going on in the contract. You know, we let people know that the pandemic started and we were fighting. The Justice Coalition was fighting and trying to actually fighting leadership. Can you believe that? We have to fight our own leadership to have to fight for our own lives. And they just said, oh, the CTA will take care of it. We can't tell the CTA what to do. Now look at us. 15 of us are dead because of this thing. Totally preventable. What about these paychecks we get? You ever seen that thing on the paycheck? You're like, what the hell does that mean? See a little line item. We need to have that in our contract. The employee's paycheck will be explained thoroughly on the paycheck stub. And it not shall, will. Shall can be, you know, maybe not. It needs to be, and it needs to be thoroughly explained. What the hell is that on there? Okay. When it comes to the grievance settlement, it's got to be explained plainly so people can understand what is going on. Funeral leave. We need to have funeral leave for our aunts and our uncles. All right. And you say things like domiciled. What the hell does that mean? A lot of people don't know what that means. You got living, people living with you. If you have an aunt or uncle, grandparent, or a relative living with you, you need to make that plain. More things that we do in the Justice Coalition. Newsletters, put out the newsletters, keep them going. We got more newsletters now than 308, 241, and we're a volunteer organization. Another one. Our protest in February at 95th Terminal. The managers and the union leadership were very upset about this. They were taking pictures of us. They tried to write me up. They tried to write me up for protesting on my day off, on my Martin Luther King Day holiday floater. You know what I did, y'all? I wrote in the report, they said, you got to write a report to manager why you were wearing a CTA uniform at that protest. I wrote, I wore the uniform because I wanted to wear it. It's my day off. I can wear whatever the hell I want. And so can you, brothers and sisters. And then I wrote another report and I said, I'm being harassed for what I wear on my off days. I want the harassment to stop immediately. And it went to EEOC. You see, y'all, and they haven't bothered me since. But, you know, that's what you got to do. You got to stand up for yourself and speak up. Help your coworkers. We worked with Transit Workers Unite to come up with a program to save lives in the beginning of the pandemic. And our union leadership turned it down. So we put that out there. And they didn't let us even get a vote on it. It was sad, man. It was sad. All these people died and got sick. We need a member-driven union. We're always pushing that message, just like the CTU is built on. Why in the world aren't we having virtual union meetings? Why can't people participate in the union through the internet? It's ridiculous. We need to use modern technology, and we keep pushing that and fighting for that and demanding that. And we need to go to our union meetings on the 4th and on the January 11th. January 4th for 241, January 11th for 308. Let's make motions for these types of things. Virtual union meetings. We remind members about their rights. The preamble of the ATU Constitution. It's your union. You actually, it says in the preamble, you have to participate. Everyone must be able to participate in the solution of the problems that we have. Everyone, that's what it says. And local 234 in Philadelphia, they're not ATU, they're Transit Workers, Union. Transport Workers Union, not ATU, but they did a solidarity protest with us. We worked with them. You can do that kind of thing. More videos about members having to control the union. And there we had our promoting our hour of power on December 22nd of last year, where we put the flag down in front of the local 241 office when local 308 president Ken Franklin was there too. And we demanded to have virtual union meetings, and Keith Hill called the cops on us, and the cops were like, they don't know, cops didn't know what to do because we weren't doing nothing illegal. So they were just standing around enjoying the protest. And Keith Hill ran off, and it was hilarious. He didn't want to talk to us, but 308 president Ken Franklin did. He was full of crap anyways, but. And well, lo and behold, Brother Keith Hill got on the radio, WBZ, what's behind the longer CTA wait times? And I heard that man on the radio. I said, told my wife, she was driving me to work. I said, I got to call. And I called up. So you listen to that, you enjoy that. And he hung up the phone. And they asked him, Mr. Hill, what do you think about what Eric has to say? And he was gone. Brother Keith was gone. And then Brother Keith wrote some emails to the membership, like me and the radio station people were conspiring to embarrass the union, some crap, like whatever. There's our protest on December 11th of this year at Harlem and Lake. And Keith Hill and Eric Dixon was so upset they made their own protest. And then Keith Hill got on the radio and said he's going to organize a job action walkout. People calling me, Eric, we having a walkout? I'm like, I don't know. You have to ask Keith Hill. Oh, it's so sad. And that's what they do. It's a defensive maneuver for business unionists. They react and then they attack the people who are speaking, who want to fight back. It's really sad. And we put his comments. Look at these awful things he says to the members of 241. Okay, look at this. All right, he says, no one should be attacked at work, right? Yeah, he's right. And then people are saying, F that rule book. People are getting hurt. All politics aside, a human view needs to be done. At what point do our lives matter? These are 241 members pissed. And he says, politics, how about the 3 people they caught was not being charged? They were talking about letting them go. So think about that and tell me what's wrong at this point. You know what? They talking about, they basically, the members are saying right here, they want to fight back. They want to organize strikes. And then he mocks them and says, I'm so glad you understand because you mofos will harm your own with no facts. We got charges removed. Well, wow, you know, if we were a strong union, we wouldn't be getting these stupid charges. They should be scared to charge us for ridiculous stuff when we get attacked. We're going to get charged because we get assaulted as an operator. Give me a break. There's someone saying, I think you afraid to say it. Do you even know what a president is? Your responses look like shit lately. Are you at least trying? And then he says, guess, LMAO. I mean, he's mocking them. People are pissed and he's mocking them. Stop downplaying the assaults. I'm glad you understand the system crap. What system? There is no system. It's chaos. They ripping him. Calls him a clown. He said, I don't know much about the situation. What makes who the clown? He's demeaning the members. This is the leadership. These members pay this man. And he's gonna sit there and mock him. Just like Miguel, when he threatening you and all that crap. This man is so insecure. It's sad, brother. It's sad. There we go. So that's I just want you to see, I wanted y'all to see this. And this was not because he just felt like posting this. He had to post something because of the pressure of the members, like you and me organizing things. They just got to try to do something because we're doing something, right? So keep fighting, be persistent. That's why I want y'all to see this. And he cancels the pick. He cancels the pick, never consults with the members, the operators pick. What's with that? It sure saved the CTA a lot of money. All right, y'all. So that's about it. I went a little bit over time. Brother Miguel, thanks for joining us. I know it's a little noisy over there, but hopefully we're going to be able to have some meetings. Maybe you can organize some on your schedule, on your day off. All right, y'all. That's about it. Remember, we are the union. It's ours. And thanks a lot for supporting the Justice Coalition and being a part of it. Let's make it even better in 2022. Peace.